Good morning, KE. We're going to read our morning message together. Make sure that you follow along with my arrow. Good morning, KE. Today is Wednesday, May 20th, 2020. Help me give the character below character traits. Let's have a wonderful Wednesday. Love, Miss McDaniel. Okay, so we talked about character traits when we were in school together, but I want to review them because we'll be talking about them this week in your assignments in ELA. So a character trait, just to remind you, is a way that we can describe a character in a story. So this could be an inside character trait or an outside character trait. So an example of an outside character trait might be that someone has a certain color hair, or maybe they're tall or short. But an inside character trait could be that someone is kind or caring, or maybe that they're not so kind. So we want to give characters character traits when we read stories. Well, they all have character traits, but it's good to point them out because then we can identify more with the character and we can understand a little bit more why the character is doing or saying certain things that they are doing or saying in the story. So we're going to do an example here and give this character on the page some character traits. Now, unfortunately, we can't really give her inside character traits because we don't really know what she's like inside. All that we're seeing right now is a picture of her. So we can give her outside character traits based on what she looks like. We can't give her inside character traits because we haven't heard her talk. We haven't seen anything that she does. So we can't really give her inside character traits because we don't know how she acts or what her personality is like. So we'll just give her outside character traits. So I want you to look at this character and think about a few outside character traits. I'm going to give you a few seconds before I will start to give you some examples as well. Okay, so this character is young, right? We could say that she's young, maybe that she's a kid, and we can say she has red hair and she has freckles. And if you look closely, it looks like she has blue eyes. We could say she has blue eyes. We could say she has dimples on her cheeks and long eyelashes. So those are all character traits. You might have thought of some different ones, but those are all ways to describe her on the outside. All right, let's go to our calendar. We are still in the month of May. Today is Wednesday, the 20th. So it is Wednesday, May 20th, 2020. Today the weather is cloudy. It's a little bit cloudy today, but we've had some really great weather lately. Hopefully the sun will come out a little bit more later today, but for today it will be cloudy. Okay. Oh, this is a good share today. The question I'm asking you to share is, what is one thing that you struggle with in school and want to become better with? I want you to think about that for a second. What's one thing you struggle with? So something that's a little bit difficult or challenging for you that you would like to become better with in school. You can think about things that happened before we were doing virtual schooling, maybe certain things that happened when we were in school that you felt like you'd want to be better with, or it could be also at home. Okay, so I'll share mine. When I was in elementary school, I would become very nervous when it was my turn to read out loud. I became better at reading out loud in front of my classmates by practicing doing it more. So when I was your age and in first and second and third grade, believe it or not, I was very, very nervous to read out loud. And now I'm a teacher and I read out loud to you guys every single day. So I've overcome that fear. But when I was in kindergarten and first and second grade, it was a challenge for me. I used to get very, very nervous when my teacher would call me. And the way that I got better at reading out loud is just by doing it. So I started to raise my hand and volunteer, even though it scared me. But the more that I did that, the more comfortable I became with reading out loud. So a lot of times the things that we struggle with, it's really good to focus on them and practice until we become better. And then it's not as much of a challenge anymore. But we need to keep working at it, because sometimes, we still mess up. I still mess up sometimes when I'm reading in front of you guys so many years later. That's okay. But you'll get better with things when you practice. So no matter what it is that you struggle with in school and want to become better at, it's important that you continue to practice it so that you'll become even better. All right. Make it a great day. Don't forget to start thinking about creating a video and sending it to me through text for our graduation ceremony.